Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Bat here. So we got a new movie in December. A Christmas movie in December. Oh my God. What is going on? A Violent Night. The new David Harbour movie. This is the same people behind John Wick and last year's Nobody, which I finally saw exactly a year ago, last year. So, you got a new one. David Harbour is Santa Claus. And let me tell you something. You know, David Harbour is known for Stranger Things. He tried being Hellboy, and I think that was in 2019. That didn't work out. So now, he's Santa Claus. And let me tell you, awesome, awesome, awesome Santa Claus. Not only does he look like, legit, like, he looks like Santa Claus. He's a big guy. He has a little bit of a belly. But even like the beard, and, you know, sometimes you can tell, okay, that doesn't look right. No, the beard looks great. The suit looks amazing on him. I hope this movie continues to do well. You know, I'd love to see a sequel with him as Santa Claus. Give me a Violent Night trilogy, just like we got the John Wick franchise going. I want a Violent Night trilogy with David Harbour as Santa Claus. Number 2, this is a violent movie. That's the title, Violent Night. They weren't joking about that. They're telling you what the movie is in the title. This is even more violent than the John Wick movies, or Nobody. I mean, the blood and gore in this movie is off the charts, and I loved it. The other thing, is the humor. The movie has a lot of humor throughout the movie. It really is a mix of action and comedy. Like, there's a lot of great action and violent action, but at the same time, there's a lot of great humor in the movie, and I loved it. There's 2 great scenes in this action scenes. One is a homage to Home Alone. The little girl, Trudy, when we first meet her, she apparently watched the first Home Alone movie the night before, so she's a huge Home Alone nut right now. So they do play a homage to Home Alone. And let me tell you something. What I loved about this scene is, yes, if you ever seen Home Alone, you know what's going on, you know what's coming. But in some way, they up the ante for this rated R version. And not only that, but even they still make it suspenseful, like, oh, you're like, oh no, oh no, oh. But then you're still like, yeah. That. And then there's a barn in the barn that this, very rich family has. There's a great barn in the barn scene with David Harbour just beating the shit out of people with a giant, like, hammer. He calls it the Skull Crusher. Awesome name. But it is brutal. I mean, this movie has some of the most brutal, violent scenes I've seen in a while. Like, it's even more violent than in the John Wick movies. So this movie has a lot of heart. I was actually surprised how much heart this movie had. And a lot of it has to do with, David Harbour's Santa and the little girl Trudy. Leah Brady plays the little girl in the movie, and she is great. Like I said, sometimes child actors can be annoying, but Leah Brady brings it. And her scenes with David Harbour are some of the most... Somehow this movie is very heartwarming, for it being so violent that there's heart in this movie. It really reminded me of The Grinch and Cindy Lou Who's relationship. So I really like that. The pacing, this movie is hour and 45 minutes. I really like the pacing. I never felt bored in the movie. It kept going throughout. Cinematography, I love the cinematography. The director, the same director behind Hansel and Gretel, The Witch Hunter, came out in 2013 with Gemma Arterton and Jeremy Renner, same director. But the cinematography is so, I like the neon lights they have, I like the Christmas lighting, very, very, soaked in its colors, and it looks great. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how to express, even John Leguizamo as the villain, it was great. This movie was way better than I expected it to be. And I guess that's a good thing is you look at, what was it, last year or the year before, the Mel Gibson Fat Man movie that was never in theaters. But this is definitely, like I said, if you're a fan of John Wick or Nobody, you're going to love this movie. Nobody, just for that. Then you add the Christmas, the Christmas atmosphere, the Christmas setting. It's going to make you, this is easily now an all-time favorite Christmas classic to watch in December. With your Home Alones, with your Grinches, with your Santa Clauses. And if you watch Die Hard, it would be a great Die Hard and Violent Night double feature. Yes. In fact, in a weird way, I'm glad they had a movie out in December that's a Christmas movie. But on the other hand, I'm like, you know what? If this movie came out in November, and then right before Christmas Eve, this was on digital, you could stream it on or rent it on Amazon or Hulu or whatever. This would be a perfect movie to watch on Christmas Eve with a bunch of family members over. Some of my negatives with the movie. Number one, they have some flashbacks in this movie. It's kind of it kind of lets you know where the Santa comes from. And at least from the very little flashback we got, it looked like he used to be a Viking, in the Viking era. And they never really show you, it just shows one shot of him in a Viking helmet. And I'm like, I want to see that movie. I want to see a whole movie of him starting out as a Viking and then becoming Santa. Holy shit, would that be awesome. But then they only have two flashbacks that just show him in a Viking helmet. And I'm like, what was the point of putting those in the movie? So I think those those should have been taken out. Especially if they don't follow up with those in a sequel. Number two, some of the family members are annoying. You got the sister to Trudy's father. Trudy's dad has a sister. She's annoying. The sister. Her son is really annoying. Then we got Cam. I don't know how to say his last name. Volchek from the OC, or the main vampire in Twilight, the bad vampire in Twilight, or the villain in Never Back Down. He's interesting. But yeah, overall, this movie is so violent. I loved it. The violence alone worked. The music, the Christmas music that they used was great. David Harbour was meant to play Santa. He might really go up there as who are the best actors that have ever played Santa. David Harbour might be up there now. The little girl, Leah Brady, was excellent. The humor worked great. And like it's only an hour and 45 minutes. Perfect runtime. I would easily give this movie a 4.7. 4.7 candy canes out of 5. I had to. So let me know, did you see Violent Night? Are you going to go see it? You should. It's Christmas time. Finally get a Christmas movie in December in the theater. Go see Violent Night. You'll love it.